Being challenged in life is inevitable, being defeated is optional. Good morning, viewers. Today we have a very dynamic personality and a wonderful woman with us, Miss Ekta Bhayan, who has represented India in the 2018 Asian Para Games held at Jakarta, Indonesia, and won gold medal for our country. Okay, so let's get started. Ma'am, please tell us more about yourself, that how and when did you take up sports and what inspired you to be such a perfectionist?
Thank you, Janvi. Thanks a lot for inviting me on this platform. And I'm really very excited to have a conversation with you. So sharing my story, I will start with 2003. I will take you 17 years back because the real journey began at that time. I met with an accident in 2003 when I went for the coaching of PMT at Delhi. I belonged to Hisar. I was going to Delhi for my coaching. I had a childhood dream of becoming a doctor. So when I was going to the coaching center on the very first day, I met with an accident. And accident too happened in a way like our car was in the parking and suddenly an overloaded truck of vegetables came and it lost its balance and fallen our car. And our car was completely crushed. People around us called the crane to lift the truck up. But जब वो crane आई and it tried to lift the truck up from our car, the chain broke and again the same truck fell on the car. So it was very terrible accident, very severe. And in that accident, I had spinal cord injury. Spinal cord injury means रीढ़ की हड्डी की चोट, and it is an injury which paralyzed you below the level of injury. Like मुझे cervical level पर injury है, तो I am having complete paralysis of my lower limbs and partial paralysis of my upper limbs. So it was very challenging time for me and for my family. And doctors refused to operate in the government hospital, saying that I am having very bleak chances of survival. They cannot take the risk. Then I went to Indian Spinal Injury Center. That is a hospital specialized in this injuries treatment. So I underwent 3 surgeries there, and I spent 9 months there in physiotherapy and rehabilitation. So the true journey began from there, and I completed plus 2 that time. So I was just a teenager. It was very challenging to accept the physical disability as well as mentally. It was very difficult to accept it, and I had to change my career. I couldn't become a doctor. I missed my 1 year, and after that I resumed my studies, coming back to my hometown Hisar, and I enrolled myself in English honors. I completed my bachelor's, master's, and in 2013 I qualified for Haryana Civil Services exam. That was something very happy moment and a proud moment for me, as this was kind of a dream job for me, or dream exam that I wanted to qualify. So when I qualified that exam and I joined my job, my interview was published in a newspaper and it was circulated on the social media. जितना अनप्रेडिक्टेबल मेरा एक्सीडेंट था, उतना ही अनप्रेडिक्टेबल माय स्पोर्ट्स जर्नी इज. आई वाज अनअवेयर ऑफ पैरा स्पोर्ट्स, but that interview was read by my present coach, Mr. Amit Saroha. He contacted me and asked me if I am interested in doing the para sports. I thought of enough studies are done, let's give a chance to sports also. And it was something like I started because I wanted to be fitter I wanted to focus on my fitness level.
Okay, okay, that's nice. Okay, so ma'am, what challenges did you came across in getting to where you are today in field of sports?
Yes, uh, I would say that was something very easy to accept yourself as a 100% disabled person. Perception towards you and towards your disability is very different. The society treats you very differently, and moreover about that, it is like a collective effort. If someone gets the disability, acquires the disability, so you need a lot of support system. So in that context, I'm very lucky to have my parents who constantly supported me. till the day of accident till today. I won't say ki I'm always very excited and in acceptance mode, but yes, with the support of the parents, things have been easier. So when I met with an accident and I resumed my studies, so people were saying to my parents, like, she's so disabled and how she would be able to study. And even if she study, what is the use of her studies? She's not going to get a job. तो उस चीज में ऐसे मतलब people treat like you are a burden on your family, or disabled persons are not capable of doing the things, they cannot be financially independent. So this perception of disabled persons was completely different. Either they are not expected at all, उनसे कुछ expect नहीं किया जाता, otherwise they are expected to perform extraordinarily. So there is nothing like they are treated normal. So जब study start की तो people's attitude was like ठीक है, she is just passing her time, पढ़ लेगी तो it's like that. But when I got my job of civil servant, then I could see there is a huge change in the person's image in the society. Like the way people started treating me after that exam, after that getting a job, that was totally a different picture before that. And there are various kind of challenges like disabled persons. There are two kind of barriers, I would say. First is the mental barrier. If someone goes on a wheelchair at public places, people keep on staring them. Even some people don't expect them to be at public places. Like one of my friends on a wheelchair went to mall. Suddenly an auntie came. उन्होंने कहा तुम्हें मॉल में आने की क्या जरूरत है, तुम्हें she went for a movie. तो उन्होंने कहा कि what is the use, आप क्यों आए हो मॉल में या मूवी देखने के लिए? तो they are not expected to be at such places. And these are the mental barriers कि उनको education complete करने के लिए इतना encourage नहीं किया जाता, या they are not much expected to be financially independent. And apart from that is the infrastructure barrier. It means the public places or the government or the public buildings are not wheelchair accessible, or the public transportation is not accessible. I can't expect myself to travel in a public transport being on a wheelchair. And also many, though we are having a disability act that ensures that every public space should be wheelchair accessible, there must be ramps, there must be lifts, there must be visual outputs for the hearing impaired person, or braille lipi har jagah ho for the visually impaired persons. But things are not like that. हर जगह पे we need assistance, या ramp नहीं होगा, lift नहीं होगी, तो it becomes difficult. बहुत सा education में drop out rate इसी वजह से है कि we don't have accessible education centers in our towns. Like literacy rate is very bad for the disabled persons. So infrastructure का भी barrier रहता है और एक attitude का भी barrier रहता है.
Okay, so please tell us about the role of your parents and friends in your success.
Yeah, the whole credit of my journey goes to my parents from the day one. It was not me who heard doctors saying that she won't be able to survive. It was my parents who were told by doctors that she won't be able to survive. So it was really a difficult thing for me, and they didn't let the negativity reach to me. They keep me immune from that negativity. And apart from that, it is not only about supporting you, it is also about encouraging you for doing the new things, for exploring the new fields. When I came back from my rehab from the hospital, it was very difficult to adjust in the new body of disability, or changing the education stream. And at that time I had a vacuum of friends also. So in that context, family played a role. Even I was angry when they filled my form for bachelor's. I told them, how can you expect me to study? I cannot sit more than an hour. I cannot eat by myself. There were so many challenges. They say, let's give it a try. हम फॉर्म भरते हैं, लेट्स सी क्या रहता है, we'll give it a try. You won't be forced to do anything if you don't feel so. And in the same way, sports, all at the time of sports also, I was not sure, like, would I be able to excel in that, because limitations are there in disability, and I am in the job, so that job is equally demanding. So I thought, would I be able to do that? And my papa's favorite phrase is, let's give it a try. You are having your job, you are at a secure point, so we can give it a try. So parent support is very important, because it is not about physical support. You need to be carried from one place to another. It is also like mentally supporting you, and that mental support everyone needs. It is not only about disabled persons.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So this one is interesting. What drives you to get up in the morning and go training every day?
Yeah, my desire to get a gold medal at Paralympics. That is the thing that I desire most at the current time, and it motivates me every time to be physically active, to get out of bed, and to do training more than my potential. It is my desire to win a gold medal at Paralympics.
I'm sure you will. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
ma'am, at last, what would you like to say to our viewers and listeners?
Yeah, of course, I would convey a message to all of you. You are the youth, you are the change makers. You will be having the strongest positions in the coming time to make a very positive change in the society. So in that context, I would like to say, like, we need to be sensitive towards the need of other persons in our society. Like, it is not key, if something is fulfilling me or my career or my things of my interest, we need to be sensitive towards the needs of others also. Yes, like, we need uh, to have an inclusive approach. We need to think about the needs of other. And talking about the disabled persons, it is not sympathy they need, it is about the sensitization. We need to understand that they are also capable of doing things, but in a different way. Like, if I cannot go one place to another, that makes me handicapped. But if I can go one place to another on a wheelchair, that doesn't make me handicapped. So if encouragement that she is also capable of achieving her goals, so these things won't make any person disabled. So in that context, I want you to raise your voices for everyone. It is not only about you, for everyone in our society. And never underestimate your voice. Like, your single voice can really make wonders. It's just, you have to give it a try.
Yes, ma'am. Very nicely said. Okay, so we'll end our interview here. And I, on behalf of NSS Shivaji College, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to you for sharing your story with us. It's a privilege for us to be able to interview you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Same here, Janvi. Thank you. Thanks a lot.